Wow. 2 tornado watches, well, 3 now active, and it's the thunderstorm watch.
Well, yeah, we've got two. We've got the 3 tornado watches. One of them is rightfully so a particularly dangerous situation. Now, take a look at this tornado that's now coming into Washita County in Oklahoma. Just look at the velocity signature on this thing. This is just absolutely impressive. From
that
the
is.
cell.
I'm just looking at it on the live stream, Devin, and I am not going to be surprised if this thing's going to drop a tornado any second.
I would not be surprised if it's a large tornado either. It's got an impressive
there's not a tornado on the ground with that cell yet.
Where's the cell?
It's still got a wall cloud, but I would not be surprised if this thing does drop a very large tornado because the base is very, very low.
Yeah, I mean, if the base is very low, there might be already a tornado on the ground. You just might not be able to see it.
I'm seeing a possible tornado still on radar, south east of Crowley, Texas.
And also, the one to the further south, tornado warned cell also now has a TVS signature on it, along with an upper level mesocyclone signature on it.
I'm seeing the CDS.
And as you said, this storm has the 2 signatures to it, and here's the one. Yes. This other one I don't think there's something to worry about.
The tornado warning in Texas has been extended just now.
Yes.
Southeastern Ford came.
I did see that.
And also, I've just looked at the other severe thunderstorm warnings to the north. There's 3 upper level mesocyclones. One's in the yellow, and all 3 of them are on the same cell. One's in yellow, and there's 2 red. 2 in a red color. So basically, there's 2 to the south side of the cell that's moving towards. I think would be moving towards Mutual. Maybe just missing it. But regardless of that, this is that is a very strong looking cell if it's going to be able to harbor 3 circulations.
Yeah, very concerning.
I don't know whether you can see that in it, Devin.
I've got a debris.
I'm still trying to get the latest tornado watch up. It just came through. All right, so we have tornado watch 238 out, and this is for the Kansas City area. It also includes Emporia, Kansas, and Topeka, Kansas as well. So, stay on your toes there. Primary threats include a couple of tornadoes possible, scattered large hail and isolated very large hail, 3 inches to diameter. Scattered damaging winds of up to 65 miles per hour is possible. So the tornado watch has been issued in northeastern Kansas and northwest central Missouri. It wouldn't surprise me if within the next hour or 2 we see the connecting tornado watch that would be issued for Wichita, Dodge City, and all that other stuff in south central Kansas, and that is also probably going to be a PDS watch.
Yes, I would not be surprised. Devin, I don't know whether you're still looking at the one that's tornado warned with 2 TVS signatures on it. I don't know whether you can see 2 strong areas of circulation.
Which side?
Yeah, I see. As you said, I see the 3 separate possible circulations with the thing now, and I think that's just.
Yeah, I see the third now.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
This possibly could be a very, 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 very tornadic cell.
The National Weather Service in Norman has just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Ellis, Harper, and Woodward counties in Oklahoma. Hazards including 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball-sized hail. Source was from.
So that means that. Those storms are starting to encroach upon Woodward now.
And there's reports from a trained weather spotter of the storm snapping power poles. south of Gauge.
That's
Apparently,
not
there's-
surprising at all coming from these storms.
I don't know whether this is going to be confirmed or not, but I'm just looking at the live stream that's occurring right now, and Hobart could be in the path of a very violent tornado.
I think it's already past Hobart now, and it's moving up and off to the north and east of that. It's still pretty much to the south. No, wait.
Oh wow, that looks impressive on radar.
I think I've got the wrong place because Clinton is here. Hobart would be just okay. So
This one passed just north, but either way, it looks very impressive on radar. That looks very impressive on radar.
Hello. Yeah, very strong mesocyclone now on the cell that's got the tornado warning on it. TVS signature is now up to a 10 level on it.
Ouch.
So that is a very, very strong tornado signature on it.
oh, no doubt. No, like I said, I would be very surprised if this one here in Oklahoma is not putting down a very large and dangerous tornado.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if that very large and extremely dangerous tornado is rain wrapped. And also, just to jump in as well, the tornado warning that is to the south, the further south, now has 2 TVS signatures.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, it's also got 2 tornado warnings with it as well. So,
yeah.
God.
On your screen right now is a recent image from GOES 16, the new satellite from just 10 minutes ago, showing the storm on visible satellite imagery. Looking good.
Oh yeah.
The
There's a
national.
funnel cloud starting to develop now on the live stream that I'm watching, so there now could be the birth of a tornado about to happen.
The National Weather Service in Buffalo has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Ontario County and western New York. At 4:04 Eastern Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Vine Valley, or 9 miles south of Canandaigua, or can't even pronounce that, moving east at 40 miles an hour. And it's expected to produce quarter-sized hail. Its tornadic storm near Hobart also continues to look very impressive on radar. And it does look as though it's being wrapped in hail, possibly.
yeah, you can just take a look at the radar image here, and you can't reach any other conclusion but
Actually, I'm seeing
impressive.
a debris signature now on it.
Yeah, this is
Devin, now we're going to confirm that the live stream now has a funnel cloud coming down.
okay.
What stream's that, Craig? I'll try and pull it up.
Okay, so yeah, a
funnel
tornado
cloud. That is definitely a funnel cloud.
Craig, what
yeah,
stream?
so a tornado is more than likely coming down with this cell in southwestern Oklahoma. That's where they are, right? They're tracking the cell. Craig?
Yes.
Okay, so they're tracking the Hobart cell right now. And if there isn't a tornado down on this cell right now, which I would be very surprised if there wasn't.
Well, the funnel cloud's just went back up, so it's just roped out in the funnel cloud. But I would not be surprised if this thing does try again.
I'm just shocked that there isn't something already on the ground. Not to mention that this storm is producing probably ungodly amounts of hail, because the hail core on this system is just shockingly amazing.
What's the cell for velocity up to the north? Near in between Sharon and Shattuck. What's the velocity of that?
So you're talking about the one in Texas?
I'll give you that one. Location. Roger Mills County, that one. Virgin Mills, Oklahoma.
Oh, the one there's another. Is this to the south and west, or to the north of this cell, or?
It's based to the north. It should be on the north
Okay.
side.
I can see something, but I wouldn't call that anything. That's really, really broad and weak. So
The upper level mesocyclone is in purple, so I would just to check and see if it's moving anything down. Also, having a look at the other one that's moving towards Higgins, it's got a upper level mesocyclone on it as well, and it's got some green in there, so it could be trying to put down a tornado also.
and these storms are not messing around here in northeastern Texas and western Oklahoma today. They are definitely packing a punch. 3-inch hail plus with these storms. 60, 70, maybe even 80 mile per hour winds with the storm.
Also, looking at
And
the south,
also
that's
got the
a very
potential.
good inflow.
I've got tornadoes still on the southern cell. Also, the National Weather Service in Binghamton.
Binghamton.
Some of these names has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Seneca County and Cayuga County in central New York. Hazard including 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half-dollar sized hail.
All right.
The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Ford County, west central Wilbarger County, and southeastern Hardman County in northern Texas. This is a very dangerous storm, 3-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible. These storms are so not messing around.
That's a good hook.
If you are in the path of any of these storms, even the ones that just have the severe warnings on them, please take cover immediately. Do not take a chance with these storms at all. They are potentially very deadly, life-threatening situation going on.
And that, if you can't tell, is another little satellite image of the storm just moments ago. You can see it near the center of your image. You can just about make out the Gulf of Mexico coastline. That's a very wide shot there from Ghost 16, courtesy of Jason, who just sent it to us, our technical guy. Over to Craig.
Yeah, I'm just sending a screenshot into the chat right now. I don't know whether you can be able to put that up on the live stream screen right now. That's the amount of mesocyclones in the cells that are severe warned up to the north. I'm physically staggered with the amount of them that are there. Also, I'm just watching the one that's been our first tornado warned cell for quite a while. It looks to still have a hook echo on it, and it's looking very, very strong. It looks like it has got a new circulation. And it looks very, very strong. I don't know whether, Devin, you can confirm that or not.
Is that the one near Hobart, Oklahoma?
That's the one that's the circulation's down to the north, but there is a secondary one, but apparently that one's weakened. That secondary one.
Yeah, the issue that I have with the storms to the north is that I don't have the Let me try a different radar here, and I'll see. But it's literally right in a triangle of 3 radars, and it's right on the edge of all of them. So I'm trying to get and see if there is anything, and I'm not seeing anything off of either of these radars where it's right in between. So,
what storm is it we're looking at here? Since I have radar, can I take a look?
This is just the storm complex that exists to the north of the tornado warned cell that is approaching Hobart Oklahoma. So this is just this messy storm complex here to the north. And Craig was asking me to check vortex signatures. Yeah. You can kind of see something here, but like I said, there's nothing really definitive, and it all looks broad. So
I'm just looking at the one that's tornado warned to the south, and the velocity on that is incredible.
I've had a possible tornado indicated by radar for ages on that cell, actually. It does look really good. It's got a hook echo on it now, actually.
That's we're talking about the one in Texas again?
Yes. It's had a hook on it for some time now.
That's on another storm that I would be very surprised if it's not producing it. Oh, look at this.
I've had a possible tornado on it for the last 15 minutes.
Has not got a tornado down.
I've had a tornado on radar for the last 15 minutes on it.
Oh, yeah, I would be very surprised there's not a tornado on the ground with that, because that's got a very defined hook echo to it. You can clearly see it right here branching off from the storm.
And also,
just look at that. That is beautiful right there. And you can also see it clearly defined. Look at this on, Craig, look at this on velocity. Did you take a look at that? That is...
Oh my god.
Yeah, that is coming through clear as day. So...
That's a strong
Now here's the couplet up here. We've still got the couplet going on up here. But here's this warm cell here down in Texas. And yeah, that looks like it's almost certain some kind of tornado.
The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Ford County in northern Texas and southwestern Wilbarger County in northern Texas. That's the one just to the east of the one that's currently in Texas.
Correct.
Yep.
Looking at it now. We're talking about.
I'm just looking through. There was, just in case anyone wanted to know, there was a tornado report at 7:02 p.m. UTC, which is just over an hour and 15 minutes ago, 1 mile northwest of Duke in Jackson County, Oklahoma. It's not the first one there today.
Nope.
And there's been quite a lot of hail reports so far, including the most recent one in Steubenville, I believe, in Jefferson, Ohio, 15 minutes ago.
There is now two TVS signatures on the cell to the south. The one that's got our nice looking hook echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a TVS for the last few minutes on that.
There's two.
Yeah, there's also one back here, but again, you just got to be really careful because that's probably not associated with the storm. This is the one you really have to worry about right here. Where you see this bright red up against a bright green. Right in there. There's obviously some kind of rotation associated with this cell right now.
The national.
If you look there, there was like a really bad spot down there, like right in between Childress and Altus, right there.
I've got two circulation signatures on radar now for that.
Are you talking about this green thing here?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think that is. I don't think that's associated with anything.
Yeah, that should really be associated with any form of thunderstorm, but I'll check anyway.
This storm really down in Texas. Wow. That is a serious looking storm right now in northeastern Texas. I've
got two vortex signatures on it now.
Yep, there's
both are well defined.
Yeah,
the one to the south, the velocity is just getting stronger.
And that is right about there. And then there's another one that's right about there, and that is located, of course, right in here, where the main very large and destructive tornado is. Now we've got this.
Right now,
put the warning back up. I'm surprised that they haven't extended this tornado warning in southwestern Oklahoma yet, because that still appears to be producing a very strong signature on it as well. Do we have any updates from the field?
Not as of yet, but on the screen share right now, that is the Hawk Echo right now.
Oh. Sorry about that. Auto click.
And that screen share right now is the Hawk Echo right now.
Wow.
That
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly what I'm
definitely
looking
a
at.
strong tornado.
Yeah,
this
that
is
does not
the
look good at all,
right now.
folks. That does not look good at all.
Well,
That looks like it might be a debris ball.
yeah, and there's the
Incredible on
velocities on
velocity
it.
as well.
Just take a look
This is
at
incredible.
the really close and bright coupling with the velocities there.
You're looking
That
right
is
there with
just-
these.
That is just extremely impressive.
This one right here with this second vortex signature, the one that I was on about. I wouldn't be surprised if something's trying to develop back there, but not showing up
I
just
would
yet.
be very
guys.
surprised if that something hasn't developed already.
I would not be
Yeah, there's
surprised.
already Hawk in the area.
I would not be surprised if this is a very large tornado. I would not be
A
surprised.
very large and dangerous tornado indeed.
Yes. So, yes, if you're in the tornado warning that is in northwestern Texas right now, take shelter immediately.
Yeah.
That is, if you're in any of these warnings, take shelter immediately. But
Yeah.
especially
it's
this
on
one
bad
down here in
for-
Texas, this is looking like a really bad situation really quickly.
When it's moved towards Rocky, it's become a little bit more disorganized, but there's still. Well, I'm going to scrap the words disorganized, and I'm going to say that's probably another tornado.
These storms are certainly developing
to this-
quickly.
Probably going straight to the north of Rocky right now.
Oh god. I've got a possible tornado now on the southern cell.
So the tornado warning that is in Texas. So we've got the National Weather Service, blah, blah, blah. Tornado warning in southeastern Ford County and southwestern Wilburger County. And both of those are in northern Texas. That is until 3:45 Central Time. At 3 o'clock Central, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles south of Cromwell and moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. The tornado is not the only threat with this storm, as we've also got hail possible up to 3 inches in diameter.
I don't know whether you've just seen the new update of velocity there, Devin. But
I'll refresh. I'm going to refresh it right now. As soon as I get the new frame, you'll see it. And yeah, it looks even more defined.
Yeah, I would
So-
not be surprised if this thing has a big tornado on the ground.
That is
This
not a
thing
storm to be
looks
messing
really-
around with.
Well,
And I will say that the locations that it might impact include Thalia in
Yeah.
Texas, also Rayland.
Rayland, Lockheed, Vernon, where else?
Oh, that okay, though.
I know it looks amazing.
That's new enough.
So obviously, take shelter now. Move to a safe room or an interior room or storm shelter or basement, whatever you have, and
This might be the
protect
most
yourself
impressive
from this
thing.
extremely dangerous storm as it moves up and off to the northeast at 35 miles an hour.
Tornado's
Well,
still
looks
there.
like the tornado watch that was being predicted earlier for South Central Kansas has happened. It includes
Yep.
both Wichita and Dodge City.
Yep.
Is it a PDS? Please say it's a PDS, because it should be.
Well, let's obviously, it is not a PDS for now.
4 tornado
Oh.
warnings and a severe
So
thunderstorm.
hopefully that means that the tornado threat has subsided a little bit in Kansas, but they have indeed
70%. No. This
Haven't
watch
put
says
out
70% probability for tornadoes, 40% probability for EF2 plus, and there's moderate risks for hail and
I
very
would not
large
be
hail.
surprised if this here's a tornado again. Because there's another TVS signature on it, and it's a TVS signature one further behind that.
Which storm?
When it's north of Rocky right now, there's a strong circulation right above it.
North of where?
Right to the north of Rocky. I would not be surprised if that's a tornado. Not at all. That's looking extremely like a tornado.
I've got a debris signature on the northern cell.
Northern cells, probably your northern cells of that.
Oh, sorry, I was on about the southern cell. For God's sake. I've definitely got a TVS near Rocky as well, Craig.
There's your whole echo. This is probably your debris ball.
You're watching coverage of Force 13 Live of the US severe weather outbreak, which is underway in Texas and Oklahoma at the moment, extending to neighboring states as we speak. If you've got any questions for us whilst we're on the air, send them in. I'm taking a back seat here. Everyone else seems to be doing a decent enough job without me, and tornadoes isn't so much my forte, but I am watching and listening intently and updating all the graphics as we go along here.
There's a hawk echo located near Lone Wolf, Oklahoma.
Oh, that is just looking even more organised. I mean, look at that.
It does look to be a really good hawk echo. Still got the possible tornado near Rocky as well. Moving northeast, likely to impact Cordell, Cloud Chief, north.
Just look at how strong this one is up here.
Corn and Colony.
That thing is strong.
Yep. It's evil on radar.
That's a very impressive whole echo. That's got even more
Probably
better.
the most impressive I've seen, if I'm to be honest.
And I just don't know what to say. That is really impressive. There you can see the classic supercell look. You see like the V shape. And Devin, would you call that a high precipitation supercell? Low precipitation.
I'd say that is a high precipitation.
Considering the hook echo is pretty far detached from the at least the southern cell, the hook echo is really well defined and really seemingly detached from the cell. At least from what I know, that would be an LP structure. The HP structure would have the hook echo much closer to the actual hail core to the system. For example, the one that's in southwestern Oklahoma would be an HP structure.
Yeah, it's not a surprise, by the way, that well, maybe not a surprise, that tornado warning will be allowed to expire in 2 minutes.
Okay, so, alright, so that's...
Which one is this one? Is it this one up here? This one's just lost its tornado warning?
Yeah, the one in Oklahoma just lost its tornado warning.
Yeah, it's falling apart now.
It's cycling, that's what I just heard from
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's falling apart, but it certainly doesn't look as good as it did 10 minutes ago.
I've still got that TVS near Rocky.
And meanwhile, we still got this very strong tornado in Texas right now.
That's a strong tornado, at least.
Yeah.
Yes, it's hard to tell.
Looking at radar.
It'd be nice if radar would update for me. It's still stuck on the 322 image, so this is all I've got for right now. But man, that's looking really good.
Strong. There's your Hulk Echo. This is the for those that don't know what a Hulk Echo looks like, this is what a classic Hulk Echo looks like. It's gonna go back to frame because the update just.
Alright, so that's the one in Oklahoma there. That's the one that the tornado warning just expired for.
Yep.
Now that's the one that's in Texas. That looks a lot more like a mess than it did not too long ago. But look at that. Look at that. That is just...
I don't know, man. This has got a very strong argument for probably one of the best storms this year. Best one, anyway.
just incredible.
Sounding Magnum. Oh, wait there, I've got a warning.
Yeah, I just got the latest 328.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hazard
Well,
tornado.
that tornado
hail up
warning,
to
I guess,
2
is
inches in diameter.
continuing then.
I just want to
there's
repeat
some
that
strong-
because I didn't have my mic up for the public when that happened. Tornado warning for eastern Washita County in western Oklahoma and west central Caddo County as well.
Does anybody think we'll see a watch around Pittsburgh sometime soon? Because based off what I'm seeing here on radar, it looks like we're kind of seeing like a little line develop, and Pittsburgh appears to currently be under a severe thunderstorm warning itself.
Will they? I doubt that they'll.
Oh wow! Look at the southern storm, man. That looks impressive.
I honestly doubt that they'll
That
extend
looks
it.
impressive. Wow.
Oh no, not El Reno.
What? El Reno.
Knowing
I've
about
got a
this
full-
cell here could be heading towards the El Reno area.
Oh crap!
No?
I've got a hook echo near Thalia, Texas. Got a TVS
I
on it.
wouldn't say this thing would go into it.
That's the one that I'm worried about. Is the one that is in Texas. That's the one
Yeah,
that-
it looks very well defined.
That's the one
Wouldn't
that's
surprise me if there's
the
a
most
strong,
worrying
maybe
about me.
violent tornado about to touch down there.
This one could be putting down another tornado, Dev, and the one it's just
The one in Oklahoma.
one is now south of New Cordell.
Someone mentioned in the comments as well just now about severe thunderstorm watches in Canada as well. Southern Ontario and southern Quebec all have severe thunderstorm watches over wide areas.
Yeah, that's been out for a few hours. I think about 5-6 hours now. I think that was out early this afternoon at UK time.
Canada has a different way of issuing watches than the U.S. does.
Possible damaging straight line winds near Elk City.
Would not be
Oklahoma.
surprised.
It
These
is.
storms, Elk City.
It looks like there's damaging straight line winds on radar.
Elk City. Let's have a look at the velocities. Because these are from what I can tell of the velocity, these are outflow dominant as far as I can tell.
So Elk City, that's right along Interstate 40.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if these storms here, from what I'm seeing on radar, are outflow dominant.
Let me take a look here. Take off the warnings. And might want to take off the highway symbol too.
Sounding
really-
Thalia,
I'm not
Texas
seeing
has-
anything. Not really seeing anything directly along Interstate.
Very strong rotation near Thalia, Texas on the latest radar reach. It looks
Yeah,
very
that's
impressive.
pretty much. That's pretty much been the theme. Very strong rotation right over Thalia, Texas. That's been.
And the hail core, while it looks messy, does look pretty large. Looks like it might yield large hail.
So again, this is the.
headed for Rayland, Lockheed, Vernon. That's all it's in the forecast area at the moment.
Here again, here is the storm. Here is the hook echo right here. It's wrapping around. I'll just go back a few inches so you can just see how this hook echo developed, and just take a look at this absolute beauty of a storm as it continues to.
I've just got another new image. The hook echo appears to have completely wrapped into the circulation.
Yeah, that's what I've got. That's what I've got here. The 328 image.
It's
It
completely
has
wrapped into circulation now. There could be a large tornado on the ground on that storm. It would not surprise me at all.
This thing's probably just gone, went from low HP to now high HP setup.
That's definitely a high precipitation supercell. Anyone in the path of that thing needs to take cover right now, because you will not see it coming.
And then here's the new tornado warning up here in Oklahoma. So that continues to move up and off to the north and east. It should pass interstate. Let's see, that seems to be heading towards the. I think that's right over Cordell right now, right, Craig?
Have a look. Just looking at that one. Cordell.
Or at least Cordell's got to be
Now.
in the area.
And
circulation just to be position to the south of.
I've got a possible
Cordell.
tornado near Cordell, central Washita. Doesn't look very good on radar though.
Just to steal a line from John, I'm curious. I'm very curious actually as to why on the eastern side of the cells is the tornado warning and the western side is just the severe thunderstorm warning. Is there any rhyme and reasoning in that?
Well, the tornadoes are moving west to east. That's the main issue.
But you look at those the north and west side of the storm, they're not issuing a tornado warning for.
That makes no sense.
Because the tornado is not expected to pass through that area. The cell itself is expected to pass through that area, but not the tornado.
Is that
within the cell?
Does the tornado occur on the southern side of the cell by rule?
Typically, yes.
Right.
Typically, yes.
Well, that's something to watch out for as well then for viewers who aren't so familiar with the structure of these cells like myself.
Yes. Typically you see these hook echoes that end up extending the southward off the southward edge of the hail cores of these storms, and those hook echoes is where the tornadoes are. And the tornadoes, they're moving up and off to the north and east, but obviously over here, there's no tornado over here, so they've just got a severe thunderstorm warning out there, not a tornado warning. So that's the reason why you see, very typically you see a small tornado warning inside of a much larger severe thunderstorm warning.
This has got a tornado vortex signature on it now near Thalia. That has to be a definite tornado on the ground. For God's sake, there we go. That's definitely a tornado.
Have they spotted it?
Not that I know of, it's just radar indicated. There's definitely a TVS on it.
And look at all those severe weather warnings now, severe thunderstorm warnings now in the northern half of Oklahoma as well in that watch area.
Yeah, I was actually about to zoom out to that and refresh to show you that these severe thunderstorm warnings have now become really a widespread issue over here in northwestern Oklahoma. There are a lot of cells developing. The good news is that there's a lot of them. And typically when there's a lot of them, you're not going to see tornadoes with them. So when you see a lot of them clustered like this, you typically don't see tornadoes with them. It's with the more isolated systems like this one here down at the bottom at the end of the cluster that you're going to see the tornadoes with.
New severe thunderstorm warning even for Livingston and Ontario counties in New York. It's produced a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and half-dollar size hail. And there's a new severe thunderstorm warning for Oklahoma, Woodward, and Major County. 2-inch hail and 60-mile wind gust with that.
I know someone came onto the broadcast and asked about a severe thunderstorm watch being issued around the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. The mesoscale discussion just came out for that, saying that isolated large hail and strong locally damaged wind threat may persist for several hours. However, a watch is not expected to be issued.
Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued in Georgia as well for Eastern Banks County and northwestern Madison. Did you say that one? But if not, there it is in northeastern Georgia. Another, the second one since we went on air. There was one active earlier.
Tornado warning for southwestern Wilbarger County in northern Texas. As a tornado.
I would like to say. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, tornado warning for Dowd County in northwestern Oklahoma now as well. Tornado and golf ball sized hail is the risk for that. Currently located 7 miles southeast of Camerga, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. There's 20 severe weather warnings currently active, of which 4 of those are tornado warnings and 16 are severe thunderstorm.
Just going to say this right now that the tornado watch that was issued for south central Kansas has been upgraded to a particularly dangerous situation. So,
I was expecting that upgrade, to be honest.
Yeah, they just upgraded that to a particularly dangerous situation watch as well, which is
maxed out at all. Wouldn't surprise me if that warning's been watch even's been maxed out.
So now pretty much all the watches are out. Now we just pretty much sit and wait.
Hang on. The PDS you just said got upgraded. Is that the one that's going into western Missouri?
No.
Oh, good.
South central Kansas. South central Kansas. And the tornado watch that is in western Oklahoma and extreme northern, not in Panhandle, Texas. Those tornado watches are particularly dangerous situations. And then we also have a tornado watch to the south of that and a tornado watch to the north of that. Those are just standard tornado watches. And the difference between a standard tornado watch and a particularly dangerous situation watch is, well, a
particularly dangerous situation watch typically refers to a high likelihood of significant tornadoes, that's EF2 plus, occurring within the watch area. Also, looking at the latest radar frame of the storm near Thalia, Texas, it's continued to wrap together. It's looking more defined than the last frame was. This thing hasn't got a tornado on the ground, I would be surprised.
This thing just looks...
It looks impressive, doesn't it?
This thing's just crazy good because you can see, look at this. You got the inflow notch right here. And it wraps
looks impressive, don't it?
All the way around into the inflow notch. So that has to be an extremely mature cell. Now,
if there's going to be a strong tornado, maybe even a violent tornado, I'd say this cell could do it if it continues like this. It is worth noting, though, that the Storm Prediction Center did mention the possibility of high-end tornadoes. And as I say that, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Ford, Wilbar, and Hardman counties in Texas. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts expected.
Craig, any updates from the field if you're here?
David just said on Skype that there's a confirmed tornado just southeast of Cordell, moving moving towards Corn and Colony.
Okay, so the tornado in Cordell. So that is this cell
It's
here.
confirmed.
This has now been reconfirmed that there's a tornado. We've got weather spotters actively chasing down this cell. And now they've just reconfirmed that a tornado is on the ground with it. And taking a look at it, yeah, you've got this couplet here that is right next to each other. So there's definitely something going on there.
MD762 has just been issued. Probability of a watch issuance is 60%. Summary: thunderstorms will continue to develop across parts of eastern Colorado, eventually moving/evolving eastward into western Kansas. Effective trends being monitored for potential watch issuance.
All right. Well, that's something that's on the fence. That's going to be on the back end of this extremely powerful low pressure system moving through here. Did it just hello?
David's just linked up a picture of the supercell over Cordell, Oklahoma. It looks very impressive, actually. The wall cloud is so well defined.
All right, let's actually zoom out here and try to see the aggregate picture of this severe weather outbreak going on, and you can see the two main cells. The one producing possible tornado in north central Texas, and then we have the one that it has a confirmed tornado on the ground in central Oklahoma. That should probably be passing by Interstate 40 not too long, luckily, before it gets into any of the Oklahoma City suburbs. We're not going to have to worry about that, but we've got this storm potentially passing Interstate 40 rather soon.
That southern storm near Thalia, Texas is moving northeast, and it's beginning to get its core wrapped around by hail, from what I'm seeing. So it looks like large hail has begun there.
Oh yeah, large hail.
Also, that severe thunderstorms may be heading for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, Oklahoma City's way off to the east here. Here's the tornado warned cell here all the way on the left, and here's Oklahoma City all the way on the right here. The trajectory is like this. So right now, Oklahoma City should be in the clear. I'm not seeing anything on the radar heading for Oklahoma City yet.
David's just linked up the velocity and reflectivity for the storm I'm looking at near Vernon, Texas now. It's very impressive, actually. It's got a well-defined hook, possibly a tornado vortex signature on it. It's right between two tornado warnings.
I don't know. I'm looking towards the south of the cell. It's got the tornado on the ground, a very strong tornado. I don't know, with the one to the south of it, I don't know if that's an anticyclonic tornado starting to develop to the southwest of the main tornado on the cell that's in Texas right now.
Well, we know that we've got a tornado down in southwestern Oklahoma.
I've got a tornado down on the Thalia cell in Texas now as well.
That's been confirmed.
Good.
So we've
Yeah,
confirmed
tornado
that
on the
we've got
live.
a tornado on the ground in Texas as well.
Just outside Rayland and Lockett.
Yeah, I
moving
can see a
towards
tornado on the ground.
Oakley Union.
We've
Major
got
Lockett.
we've got a tornado on the ground where?
Near
The
Lockett.
one that's got the confirmed tornado on the ground, so that'd be the one that's heading either towards Corn or Colony right now. It's just missed
Okay.
near
Oh,
Cordell.
So
That one's got a rain wrap
okay.
tornado on the ground.
Okay, so that's the one. All right. So that's the one in southwestern Oklahoma. We actually have a third tornado warning. A third tornado warning cell now in this one in Oklahoma.
That one's been the case for some time, I think. I think we mentioned
Yeah,
it.
it must have been
It's
the
been
case.
a tornado
for-
warning for some time, but it only just went
Oh,
tornado
two.
warning.
It's actually only been for 2 frames, but I just noticed this now, and I had to switch to the a different radar here to pick that up, and this one indeed seems to have some sort of hook echo to it as well. And also there's not exactly a strong coupling, but definitely a coupling here on this cell. I think that's worth issuing a tornado
Yeah, definitely.
warning for. So we've got 3 tornado warnings out. 2 of them in Oklahoma, 1 of them to the south and east of Clinton, Oklahoma, just to the north and east of Cordell, Oklahoma. There is a confirmed tornado on the ground, and we've also got a tornado warning in the vicinity of Vernon, Texas, and this is just a very impressive storm here.
I also want to mention that Syracuse, New York is now one of the areas under a severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah, I was trying to say that, but I didn't want to really cut everyone off while I was talking about the tornado. So,
Syracuse, New York, now underneath a severe thunderstorm warning. Well, that's a pretty big area. That's got a lot of people in it, so kind of important.
If that goes tornado warning, that will probably be a PDS. That'll probably go PDS.
Which one?
The one you was just talking about, covering a large area. If that goes tornado warned, it will probably go PDS.
Yeah, it won't. That's one in New York.
Severe thunderstorm warning for Woods County, Harper County, and Woodward County in Oklahoma. It's currently located near Albusta Cavern State Park. It's producing tennis ball-sized hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Well, that would be this storm complex up here that just pushed through Woodward, and yeah, that looks like a really interesting storm complex.
Wasn't passing the window.
I'm watching the one that's currently got a very strong vorticity or velocity down to the south with the 2 tornado warnings on it. The one that's in Texas right now.
Oh, who's got
this one on it? Is very, very well defined. That's Bowie. Back down to low precipitation supercell. Also,
the one
very
that
dangerous tornado on the ground on that cell.
Yeah, I gotta say that there's actually a very strong coupling with
that could be a large, dangerous
all
tornado.
3 of the warning cells. There's a very strong coupling right now on all 3 of the tornado warned. Here's the one coupling. We move up here. You can't see it really good on this radar. We switch to this radar. Take a look at that. That is very strong. And then we've got the 3rd tornado warning, which is right here. It's small, but it's also a very strong coupling there as well. So we've got at least 1 tornado on the ground, potentially as many as 3 tornadoes on the ground right now. In western Oklahoma and extreme northern Texas.
Let's see.
And this storm that's been our first tornado warning storm for quite a while.
I think I've got a debris signature on the most southern storm in Texas. That is the one that's Vernon.
There is
Oh,
rain
look
storm
at velocity.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if it is doing damage.
Well, if it's
looks
going
like
towards
it's
a
the
populated
debris
area, it will be doing damage. With the way that this
This thing
cell
could
is
easily
looking.
get a tornado emergency put on it. It's heading for some populated areas now. I would not be
Probably
surprised
some
if there's a
rural
tornado emergency.
schools getting hit by the tornado. If there is any, but there's probably rural schools there.
This is just crazy how this storm is just completely wrapping in on itself. And again, you've got the inflow notch right here. You've got the cell here curving around. And as you said, the debris signature, take a look at that right there. You see how the storm kind of ends here, and then you get it coming back to the red. That would be your debris signature right there. And
Yeah, we have a tornado doing damage.
That's always really disheartening to see whenever you see those debris signatures on radar, because
Especially on such a
you know a tornado's on the ground, and you know that it's doing damage if it's got that kind of a signature on it.
And this cell, I've just seen it on the new update image, and I cannot believe this, 4 tornado vortex signatures.
What?
4 of them. There
God,
is 4
man, this is
tornado
diabolical.
vortex signatures on the same cell. With the
The cell I'm tracking currently has a very tight rotation on it now. Very tight.
This is incredible.
That's definitely got to be a tornado on the ground. It's very
There's-
tight.
I'm surprised a particularly dangerous situation has not been issued for
I would
this
not be
cell.
surprised if there's a
with
violent
tornado.
tornado on the ground. The National
Probably.
Weather Service in Dodge City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Pawnee and Stafford counties in central Kansas.
Okay, so we're starting to get into Kansas now with the severe
John.
thunderstorm warnings.
Moving north at 30 miles an hour with a hazard of $half-sized hail.
Yeah, just to reiterate, everybody might know about the severe thunderstorm that's now, I think, the National Weather Service in Dodge City has issued a severe thunderstorm.
I've just read that one out.
Yeah, that was also just now. So
I've just read that one out.
start moving up. So this is probably where the stuff is going to get pretty darn interesting now.
I think to call this a high risk was a very good idea.
Yeah, like I said, they don't just
There's
They
definitely
don't
the potential there
just
for violence.
hand out high risk for
I don't
no
know.
reason. And whenever they got not just one but 2 particularly dangerous particularly dangerous situation tornado watches out,
Weather
know that
Service
they're-
in northern Indiana has issued a severe thunderstorming for Putnam County and Henry County in central and northwestern Ohio. At 4:57 p.m. Eastern Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Holgate, or 11 miles north of Ottawa, moving east at 50 miles an hour. Hazards including 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail.
Yeah, there's another potentially developing tornado in the cell that's got the confirmed tornado warning on it.
I've just received a picture over Discord actually showing that there's a tornado on the ground and it's very large in or near Cordell, Oklahoma.
And as we're just about to tick over to the next hour of the live stream, it's getting on to 9 PM UTC. That would make it, what, 5 o'clock on the East Coast, 4 o'clock Central Time, which is where the bulk of this activity is right now.